In today's video, we're going to be doing a complete Cayo Perico heist from start to finish. So we're going to be doing all the setup missions here together. We're going to be doing absolutely everything, and then also the heist at the end. Someone mentioned in a video recently that if I could do this, and I'm like, I'm sure I could have swore that I did a video like this before, but I can't find it on my channel. So I figured we may as well do a new one anyway with an updated way to do it. So that's what we're going to be doing here today. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's just jump into it. So I'm going to try not to cut anything out of this video. I don't want it to have cuts in it, but I will speed up, like the journeys in vehicles. Like if I'm in a plane in the Vellum going somewhere, you know how long it takes to go across the island, we'll speed that up. But other than that, we're going to be doing it all here together from start to finish. So without further ado, the setup cost for the Cayo Perico heist is 25,000. Do you wish to proceed? Yes, I do. Let's go ahead, jump into this, and we're just going to start it all up here together. So first things first, gather intel. Now, where is this thing going to be? So you're going to see basically how I do absolutely everything. You can see it's up there, so let's go ahead and move our Kasaka here. But yeah, you're going to see how I do everything. From, everything. People, I swear people think I do something super special when I do these heist videos. A lot of people say they hate doing the setup missions. A lot of people say they hate doing the heist and it's super difficult. But I'm here today to do it together. So if you want to follow along, feel free. Pause if you need to pause. But we're going to be doing it all here together. Okay, and here we are. So like that part, you see, I cut out just the journey in the submarine right there. Just because it takes a little bit of time and it's just pointless and it's just a waste of time. So little cuts like that I will do, but for the most part, we're just going to be doing the whole thing here together. So first and foremost, we need to go to the island. So all I do is we're going to go ahead and grab the Vellum, then I'll speed that part up. But I guess I'll show you how I do the whole thing. It is nighttime right now, so I apologize if you're on a cell phone, if you're on your mobile and you can't see bloody anything. My apologies. It'll get sunny in a minute. As soon as we get to Cayo Perico, it'll be sunny because for some reason it's always sunny at Cayo Perico, even if it's nighttime. So what I typically do is what we're going to do here is kill the guys in the middle. There's usually two people standing in the middle, just as there is right here. So we'll go ahead. We'll take those two out. And then I'm just going to wait because they should all run behind that vehicle. As you can see, he's on his way over. And boom. Now that should have taken out all of them. That should have taken out absolutely all of them. I don't need to worry about this helicopter. If it gets damaged, whatever, it is totally fine. All right, let's get out of here. Sometimes there could be one person left that just kind of gets bugged behind the propeller here, but I assume at this point you guys all know how to take out some people standing next to a plane. All right, so let's go ahead. So like I say, I am going to speed up some parts, just like this part, because, we all know how to fly a plane. I should mention, always do your setup missions. Always do your setup missions in an invite-only server. There is no reason at all to do these in a public lobby. You're going to have griefers and things that are going to chase you down. So let's just go ahead and speed this part up until we get to Cayo Perico. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and just like that, we're coming into Cayo Perico. So that's what I mean when I say I'm going to cut a few things out. Like that journey, flying the Vellum from one side of the map to the other. You're not missing out on anything when I cut that out. It's literally, I'm not doing anything. So if there's anything that requires, like if I have any tips or tricks or things like that, I'll definitely make sure those are in this video. But for the most part, just flying across the map like that, we've all done it a million times. It doesn't take much skill. Okay, but now here we are. I'm trying to think how I want to do the heist as well while we're doing this. I don't know whether to just do a Kasaka. Do we do no secondary loot? Do we do secondary loot? Do we do the elite challenge? Do we do no elite challenge? I'm trying to think ahead of how I want to do this heist. But anyway, let me just show you how I get our primary objective here, figuring out what our primary loot is going to be. Are we going to get a pink diamond for this video? Just because the game's nice to me and it knows I'm trying to do a little tutorial or a little video here showing people how to do it. Pink diamond would be great. All right, so as you can see, I'm just driving across this field. Make sure you don't go into any of these bushes though, because you will go absolutely bloody flying. We're just going to cross over this road right here, and then we're going to cross over this road right here, and then we're going to floor it as soon as we get out of these trees, and you'll see why. Oh, we're literally stuck on a tree. I hate Cayo Perico's bloody terrain. I've said it a million times and I'll say it a million more. All right, let's continue. So we're going to go as fast as we can down here. Hopefully that guy in the tower doesn't see us. Oh. Ooh, he was looking this way, but I think because we were in the sky, he didn't see us. So perfect. So that's how I do it. I just run, ramp up over, and then here we are. So you can see sometimes there's a guy, as you can see right in front of me here. Sometimes there's not. If there's not, you can just drive down there. But since he's here, I just go behind him to the left here. And then we'll just go around this corner. And then shimmy our way right across here. Making sure we're not hitting anything on the way. Because like I say, you can hit a pebble in Cayo Perico and you will go flying. But it seems like we're okay. Alright, now we're just going to head up to the tower. And I can tell already that the box we need to open up here is on the bottom floor. The reason I know that is because see this building right in front of me? There's no guy standing there. If there's ever somebody standing there, that means this box you're going to have to is going to be upstairs somewhere. But since there's no one there, I know it's either going to be right here or right over here. And just like that, it's over here. And also good to know, there is a disguise here. So depending on how we do this heist, I know that there's going to be a disguise right here if I need it. All right, now you guys have already told me a million times how to do this. It's times tables, right? It's times, but I'm just awful at multiplication, okay? So 89. So we'll do 80 right here, and then 7, and then the other one's times 2, right? I did it. Are you guys proud of me? I'm so bad at this. I'm just bad at math, okay? I don't care if it's 1 times 1, 2 times 2, or times 10. I'm just bad at it. Okay, so now at this point, we can just go into our phone here, and we're going to figure out what our primary loot is going to be. Now, if you're doing this with people, you can look at some of the secondary loot locations too. If you are doing wall glitches, you can look at secondary loot locations too. But for now, we're just going to look at the primary. Where are you? There we go. So we got Stinky Tequila. I mean, it's probably the most common thing you can get, so I'm happy with that. But like I say, basement storage. This is if you have more people with you. You can look through here. Office cam. We may not need to go anywhere for secondary loot if we have paintings here. We have no painting on this wall. It would be right there. And then office cam 2. There could be another painting. And there's not. I mean, obviously, great would be if there was 2 paintings. Then I would just get the Kasaka, come in here, get primary and secondary, and get out of here. But that's not going to be the case. If we were doing wall glitches, we could go into this one right here. There could be a painting there. We do have some gold. That's good. And then what's on the other side? This is the same building, and there's nothing here. So there's just 1 stack of gold. So even if you were doing a wall glitch in this part, you're not going to fill up your bag anyway, so you're going to have to go somewhere else to get secondary loot. So I'm just going to back out. And now at this point, I don't even want to risk it. I'm doing a video this week on myth busting, Cayo Perico myth busting. So instead of just jumping or starting a new server and going straight to our Kasaka, we're actually just going to do it this way. We're just going to drive. If you're up top, you can just jump off and suicide. Or if you're down here, you can just drive in the line of sight of these guys. There we go. Just like that. And what this is going to do is it's just going to take us straight back to the airport, because there's nothing else I need to see here. Obviously, for secondary loot, I can take a look around and see what's there. But we're going to be... I still haven't decided if we're going to be doing the Vellum approach, which is probably the most common, where you come to the airstrip, get secondary loot, then go down to the bottom. Or do we want to try and do the main dock approach, like get secondary loot afterwards? I think we'll do the airport. So since we're doing the airport, let's just see what's here. Typically, I don't ever scout secondary loot just because, you know, if you see my videos, you know I'm all over the place. But since we're going to be coming to the airport here, I want to make sure we can fill up our bags. So we got 2 stacks. Oh, no. 1 stack of cash, 1 stack of grass. That's not going to fill up our bags. So now let's take a little look on the second level here. If you didn't know, there is a little staircase right here, or a ladder, I should say. So let's see what they got in here. We've got some Coca-Cola and grass. So that's much better. So when we come here later on, I need to remember to come up to the top because there is a Coca-Cola, which obviously is worth more money. But just before we leave, there is one other location over here that we can get some secondary loot from. So we're going to take a little look and see. Oh, there's actually a truck here too. Is there an outfit? No outfit here, but there is a truck. So we could theoretically, instead of, you know, going in the boat all the way back down, we could use the truck and go straight through the front door. So we have cash and grass here as well. So let me actually have a look and see if there is an outfit here. There is an outfit here. So we'll probably get the outfit. That way we just don't need to worry about guards inside the compound. Just the guards that have the red cone. Okay, so we'll go in there. We will grab the secondary loot from in there. Then we'll go and grab that outfit. Do we take our boat down to the drainage tunnel? Or do we just drive straight there? I don't know. We'll decide that later on. But since we have an outfit here, we could do that. But we'll most likely take the vellum straight down. Because if you're following along, you may not have found an outfit. If you do find an outfit, you can just drive straight to the compound and go in the front door. Because that vehicle's there. But the vehicle might not be there for you either. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. We'll probably just do the vellum one. All right, and just like that, we have completed it. So what I'm going to do now is go to online. Oops. Find new session, invite only, and just join a new session. This will take us straight back to our Kasaka. All right, and here we are back at the Kasaka. Let's speed run upstairs here. Actually, before we do, you guys always remind me to get food. So we'll just grab some snacks from right there and speed this part up. Let's just run upstairs. All right, and just like that, we're upstairs. So I think we'll do the vellum. So what we'll go ahead and do now, we'll just get the vellum out of the way. Not the vellum, sorry, the long fin. We'll just get it out of the way. Where are we? So we need to go over there. We're in a good enough location. I'm not going to move the Kasaka here. But what I will do is I'll speed up my flight over there. But I won't cut it. I'll just speed it up so you guys can see it. But for this, there is faster ways to do it, especially with like job warping and things like that. But I'm just going to be honest and show you the way that I do it typically. You probably have better ways to do it. Leave them in the comment section down below if you have a little bit of help for me and others. But this is just the way I do it. And great, it's bloody nighttime and foggy. All right, let's speed this part up. All right, so we're approaching the police station now, and the sun is coming up. So that's a good thing. We're not doing this in the dark. So if you're watching on your mobile, you'll be able to see. Okay, so this is actually the worst one. This is the worst one that you can possibly go to. So we're just going to take out a few of these guys. We're going to get the cops on us anyway. I wish I had a different one, but we don't. Let's see if we can flip this thing, actually. Did it flip? It did not flip. Let's just try and kill another guy, see if it flips. Sometimes you can flip it, and it will spawn outside of the police station. But obviously, as you can see, it's not doing anything, so... But yeah, like I say, this is my least favorite one to go to. So I'm just going to go to vehicles, and then we're going to go to Phantom Wedge. And then let's just make sure we don't get killed here. So let's take out a few of these guys. Hop, hop. You know what? There's no point just staying here in a gunfight. Let's just grab our Phantom Wedge. All right, let's have some snacks because that guy's shooting at... Did he just take out my tire? I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Why are you taking out my tire? I'm trying to do a video and you guys are literally making me, first of all, go to the worst police station possible. And then not only that, you're taking out my tires to make it even more difficult. It's fine. It's fine. Worst case scenario for this is probably better anyway. Let me just say, if you are following along and you have a little bit of a better location to go to, and it's not this one, which is by far the worst. Let me actually go to inventory here, snacks. Let's just eat some snacks. But yeah, if you have one that's a little bit better location than the one I'm going to, congratulations. But if you do have this one, at least just seeing here how I'm doing it. So come on. Have you locked in? No, you haven't. Why would you? Come on. Lock on. Oh my days, man. It's just Murphy's Law. It is just Murphy's Law. Are you really just not going to let me pick this up? Okay, we got it. Finally. All right, so this is all I do. And then I'm just going to drive to the location. We'll either lose the cops on the way over there, or we'll just wait until they've gone once we get there. But essentially, it's a few more snacks there. Okay. And then once you've got it, let me show you where it is. So it's going to be right down here. That's where we're headed to. So I'm just going to follow this marker. So I'll speed this part up again. All right, so we've almost lost the police. There is one in front of me, and they actually didn't see me, which is annoying, but they did stop and turn around anyway because the game is great like that. So since we haven't lost the police, what we're actually going to do... Oh, the gun van's here too. Nice. So what we're actually going to do, since we haven't lost the police, is we're just going to drive into where this needs to go. Excuse me. And then once we've got in there, we'll just walk away. And and wait until just right here. So we'll just stop right here. I could either die right now, which I'm not going to do, or I could just run away. You can see on the stars right there. They're vanishing. I'm just literally going to wait here for a second. All right, and just like that, I actually fell in the water here, so I'm a little soggy. Just like that, the police are gone. Like I say, there is probably faster and easier ways to do this. This way is not hard by any means. But this is just the way that I do it. This is just the way that I do it. And just like that, we are done. Okay, so what I would typically do right now, let's ignore English Dave right there, is we would just go back to the start invite-only server, and it would take us straight back to the Kasaka. But since the gun van's right here, and if you're watching this, I don't know if it's going to be here when you're watching this. Chances are probably not. But since the gun van's here, I'm just going to grab some armor real quick. All right. So now that I've just got some of that, we're literally just going to do what I said. Find new server, invite only. Back to the Kasaka we go. Okay. So now we're going to do the next thing. We've got our boat. Now we need to get our plasma cutter. Let's see where we are. I think we're in actually... You know what? Why have I gone into first person? I'm still going to move it. We're going to move it to the beach. We're actually pretty close to where we need to be right now, but I'm just going to move it to the beach. Just make my life a little bit easier. Move it literally just onto the other side. All right, and we're here. Now we just need to fly on over to the safe house. Now for the plasma cutter one, it's fairly simple. You just have to, you fly over, figure out where they are, take a picture, fly over to them, steal the plasma cutter. You could, however, if you have like the... Well, for everything, you get the plasma cutter except for the bearer bonds. If you have the bearer bonds, you're going to have to go on over to the casino, which is also a really easy mission if you want to know how to do that. I do have a lot of easy setup videos on the channel, but this one's more about doing the setups with you guys and completing the heist. Let's go ahead and just speed this part up until we get over to the location. All right, and here we are coming up onto the location right here. I always just park right in the middle of the street, which is never a good idea because a lot of the time the cars get impatient and just start ramming into it and they could damage it. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's worth the risk just to make my life a little bit easier. If you had an Oppressor Mark II, you could fly straight into here, but obviously we're using our Sparrow. Now, once you get in here, all you need to do is go straight to your camera, take a picture, and then send it to Parvel right away. And then just walk towards this desk, turn around, and then walk straight back out. Just makes your life a little bit quicker. You know what I mean? You don't have to walk over to the board to take a picture. Not that it takes that much time, but what's the point in walking over there when you don't need to? You know what I mean? Okay, so now we need to head on over to where the plasma cutter is. We can either take out a few people. It depends, honestly, where the plasma cutter is going to be. Whether you take some people out or if you just take out a few and then land. I don't know. So let's speed this part up until we get over to the plasma cutter. All right, so here we are at Rockford Hill. So this location is actually the best one. So I did get lucky with this one. It's probably the best one you can go to. So let's just take out a few of these guys down here. I don't know if we got them all, but you see that yellow marker on the minimap? I need to trigger that, otherwise it won't allow me to complete the mission. So you literally have to just get really low and close right here. There you go. And now it's telling me where it is. So you can now see there's going to be a few more people that have spawned in here. So let me take these guys out. It's the bloody car. I hate the car. All right. So I'm actually going to hope that I can just... They're going to be shooting at me. But this location, I can literally just land in. Oh my God. Why did I do that when so many cars were blowing up? I'm an idiot. I should have waited until they stopped blowing up, man. Oh my God. It's fine. So this location anyway, like I say, it is the best location you can go to. Just simply because you can do what I was attempting to do right there. Which... Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir. You can do what I was attempting right there, which is literally just drop down with your vehicle and pick it up and leave. But since... You know what? I'm not going to kill those two guys right away. So if I go to CEO vehicles right here, Buzzard, we'll just spawn that Buzzard real quick. Like I say, if you have an oppressor, you could have got in here a lot quicker. Unfortunately for me, I'm an idiot and didn't... This is what happens when I'm recording the video and I'm trying to do it fast, you know what I mean? We just do stupid, easy mistakes that we never should have done. All right, let's put some armor on. I'm trying to make this video as easy as possible for you guys, and I've already messed up. I've already messed up. But it's fine. I'm assuming a lot of you maybe would mess up too. So it's fine. At least we've got there and done it. Now what I'm going to do is just fly straight back to the Kasaka. And we will have a new Sparrow waiting for us, so I'm not going to need to use this vehicle. But this vehicle is so much more protected anyway. Now, this one wouldn't have blew up right there if we were in that scenario, but it's fine. All right, let's speed this part up. All right, and since this is not the Sparrow, we are just going to have to... We can't obviously warp into the submarine here like we would with the Sparrow. So we're just going to set this thing down right here. There we go. And it's probably going to end up falling into the water, which is totally fine. Doesn't matter. And we're in. All right, just like that. Heist prep complete. Let's move on to our next one. So hopefully I'm making this look pretty simple for you guys that are intimidated by this heist or doing the setups. Obviously, I just died right there, so that wasn't, you know, wasn't perfect. But it doesn't happen very often. Usually you can get in there, but you know, the people that chase you down right there, they're not too difficult to take out anyway. If you had an Oppressor Mark II, you could have just got in and out. The Sparrow, you can typically in that location get in and out. Sometimes you may have to park on the street, just run, grab it, get in the Sparrow and leave. But for the most part, you can just get in and out. All right, so let's speed this part up as well. We're just going to head on over to the warehouse. All right, and here we are coming up to the location right now, ladies and gentlemen. Now, with this one, you can take out the cameras. The cameras will just make it so you literally have about a second more of prep. But I just don't even bother anymore. It's not even worth it. So what I'm going to do is actually, let's eat some food. Let's use our shotgun. This is just my favorite gun. This is the one I use in the heist anyway. It's the aggressor shotgun. Or in the heist, it's the aggressor. Let's just go ahead and go in. You can see, even if... Oh. Excuse me, sir. Can you come back out there? Even if we would have... He's not dead, but I'll get him. I'll get him. Don't you worry about it. Oh, he's already dead. So, even if we took out the power on the cameras there and we walked in, we would have literally just been able to shoot one more person before they all turned around. So, it's just not worth it, in my opinion. Let's just go ahead and hack this laptop here real quick. All right, so we're spelling Panther P-A-N-T-H-E. Ah! P-A-N-T-H-E-R-S. Panthers. I could be a cheerleader, man. All right, now again, we're just gonna fly on over to the location where the key card is. This one could be my favorite one's actually at the beach. My favorite one's at the beach. Where is this one? It's at the bloody beach. It's just quicker to land there. The one that's usually under like the freeway, how you have to like walk under the freeway, you have to land like off to the side. So this one's just my favorite. All right, let's speed this up. All right, and here we are coming into it. So you can see what I mean. This is why it's just my favorite one, just because you can land really close to it. I'm not going to land right on it because obviously we need to take out some of these cameras. I do take out these cameras, but again, you don't really have to. This is the only ones that I ever take out. And I think these ones, if you don't take out the cameras, you just sound the alarm and people will chase you when you leave. That's the only difference. But we're not going to worry about that because we're just going to literally jump in our helicopter and leave. Look how good this Cayo Perico garage looks like, man. Compared to mine. I'm still bitter about it. All right, should be right here somewhere. There we go. So you can't sprint in here. So if you're like double tapping like sprint or holding down shift or anything like that, you just can't sprint in here. You just got to do a nice leisurely jog until you get to the door. So right now you'd see some red markers if we did trigger the alarm. But by the time they even get to you, you're going to fly away anyway. So it doesn't really matter if you don't take out those cameras, but you may as well. They're a lot easier to take out than the ones that we were just at that I didn't take out. Those ones, I feel like even if you shoot them, they still trigger the alarm. But these ones, you can still shoot them from a distance and you'll be okay. But yeah, this is why it's my favorite location to do that, because it's just so close to my little submarine right here. So we're just going to fly nice and close to the top here. And then in we go. All right. And just like that, heist prep complete. So I'm kind of glad that we died in the helicopter there, just so people can see that, you know, even I, who do this all the time, you know, sometimes you have mistakes and it's fine, you know, it's just learn from it and then just hopefully don't do it again. But it wasn't a mistake that cost me anything. I just had to run a little further. All right. So next up is the cutting torch. The cutting torch. Now, if you're going in the drainage tunnel, you need the cutting torch to obviously cut through the drainage tunnel to get in. It also makes it so when you go to secondary loot locations, you don't need to find, you know, the bolt cutters. You can just use this to cut through instead. So it's just easier. The only difference is it is a little bit louder. So if you're trying to get secondary loot from somewhere and there's a guard close by, there's more chance of you triggering the alarm if you're using the cutting torch versus using the bolt cutters. So it's just the way it is. Okay, so now we're heading to the construction site, though, to pick these up. It could be the big building over there, which is super easy. You just land on the roof, run on down, grab it. It could be the medium building, which is just below that big building, which is probably one of the easier ones. Or it could be this one, which is my least favorite, just because it feels like it's far away. I know it's probably not any further. In fact, it may be even closer than the other two. But I just don't like this one. Don't ask me why. I don't know. It's just, I don't like coming up here to the house. It's just annoying. All right, so we're just going to land our chopper right outside the front door here because the hard hat is right there. So we can just pick up the hard hat. That way we don't trigger any of them, so we don't have to shoot anyone because it's just, again, you can shoot them, but it's just a pain. So you walk up to the hard hat and for some reason you just have to walk back up to it again for it to trigger. There we go. Yeah, I just, you know, shooting all these guys is just a pain. Oh, these V12, man. I love this car. Okay, so now we're just going to run straight through. Obviously, this is pretty self-explanatory, but we're just going to be looking for our cutting torch. Is it going to be in the first one, as luck would have it? No. Why would it? I'm recording a video. What did I do? This is literally one of the first times I have ever, by the way, ever triggered these guys on this, like what I'm doing right now. I've never triggered them before. What is this going on, man? As soon as I start recording the video trying to show you guys what to do, what? We're just going to trigger out all the bloody... We crash first in our helicopter, mess up that way. All right, there it is. And then I come in here and we bloody trigger the alarm.
Did you have it yet?
Yes, I've bloody got it. Why is everyone chasing me, though? Oh, man. Murphy's Law, man. Murphy's Law. Trying to record a video and it all goes wrong. But it's fine. As you can see, everything's gone wrong, but it was still super easy. I don't think I've ever triggered that. Maybe once or twice out of like 100 times have I ever got caught doing that. And this time, obviously, I get caught doing it. It may be because I was running through instead of walking. But either way, never happens. Of course, start recording the video. It happens. But as you can see, it doesn't matter because we took them out. We beat them. And now we're on our way back to the Kasaka. Let's speed this up a little bit. All right, and just like that as well, heist prep complete. Now, all I have left to do, if I was doing disruption missions, obviously you can go ahead and do those. I'm personally not going to be doing any disruption for this because it's going to be really easy. But we're just going to get our weapon now. What way? You can pick any weapon at this point because I don't even think I'm going to be shooting anyone. Maybe one or two people. So we'll go ahead. We'll just choose the aggressor. And please take me to like 707 Merryweather. We're not going to do that because I hate Merryweather. We're literally, of course, when I'm recording, that's the look I get. So I'm just going to go to another one. All right, so all I did there is just join another invite-only server. Just because I hate doing that mission. It is the stupidest mission known to man. It just doesn't make sense. All right, let's go. Penrith building. Not too bad. We'll take it. Yeah, that mission, the Merryweather one, it's just so... Compared to all the other setup missions in this Cayo Perico setup, it's just the longest, most out-of-place mission I feel like they have. Just in comparison to this, where you just fly to a building, grab it, and fly away. It's just ridiculous. All right, so all I did, like I say, is I just started a new invite-only server. That way I just... yeah, I'm never doing that mission ever again, man. I hate it. All right, let's speed this part up a little bit. So the 707 is this building on my right. If you get that one, it's the best. If you get the schlong one, it's this one here. But this one sucks because you have to park on that little sky bridge right there if you're in a helicopter. If you're in an Oppressor Mark II, it doesn't really matter which of these buildings you get. And then this one's the furthest away, but it is probably the second easiest to land on, which is this guy right here. You can't see it because I'm going down, but it's this one right here. Again, if you have an Oppressor or something, it doesn't matter which building it is. But for me, obviously, it's on the Sparrow. I would prefer one that I can land nice and easy on. There we go. So we're going to be doing this stealthy. He said it's going to be guns a-blazing when you go in there. It's not, though, for us. Hopefully. I feel like my luck just... Of course, as soon as I start recording, everything goes wrong. I feel like we've still had a decent setup here, but, you know, it could have been better. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to take out this guy and hope the people behind him... There we go. All right, let's take out you. Let's take out you. These guys are just blind and dumb, man. How can you not hear or see your fellow friends here getting absolutely destroyed? Okay. That's the one bad thing about the shotgun. I mean, it doesn't matter. These guys are super easy to kill anyway. But the one bad thing about the shotgun is the spray, right? So if you shoot two people that are close to each other like that, you're going to end up just scratching the other one's face a little bit, which is going to cause the alarm to go off. But it doesn't matter. If the alarm goes off or not, you're still going to have helicopters chasing you out of here, so it doesn't really matter. All right, let's get this thing done. Let's see how fast I can do it. 51-51. That's got to be an easy one. Boom. I only ever look at the first two numbers. Let me know if you guys do. When it comes to that, do you look at all of the numbers? Do you look at just the first one, the second? I just look at the first two. I hope that, you know, there's not multiples in there. There's the same first two. All right, let's pick up this weapon. There we go. And now, like I say, even if you hadn't triggered the alarm at this point, you're still going to get people chase you as soon as you get in your chopper. So let's go ahead and make sure you exit on the roof, not on the ground. Otherwise, you're just going to make it way more difficult for yourself. And then these helicopters, I don't see them, but they suck. They cannot fly through these buildings like you can. So you're actually going to lose them almost immediately right now. See? They're awful. They can't fly through buildings. There's no way. But because they're stuck behind that building, all that's going to happen, you can see they're no longer there. Look at the mini-map. They're just going to respawn in the sky, like right here. See that? Like Rockstar, why can't you just let me have it? Why can't you just be like, wow, you evaded those helicopters really well. Your skills at going in between those buildings made it so they couldn't see you and you lost them. But no, instead they're like, nah, we'll just respawn them. We'll respawn them. Stupid Rockstar logic. I hate it. Let me evade people. All right, and just like that, heist prep complete. I'm pretty sure that is it. I'm pretty sure we're just going straight into the heist now. So hopefully you're watching this and you're like, okay, that wasn't... If you are somebody that's a little hesitant to do the heist solo, hopefully you're like, you know what, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. So you can see this little dialogue here. It says mandatory prep work is complete. So yeah, we are good to go. Now at this point, if you wanted to do disruption, these are all really good. If you are newer and you're, you know, a little bit struggling. If you do the weapons, it means everyone will just have pistols instead of assault rifles. So you're less likely to die. Armor makes them weaker, so they're not going to have armor on. Air support means the helicopters aren't going to chase you. So when you leave the compound, if the alarms are going off, if you do all of these, you're going to have an easy breezy time. But I'm going to show you, you don't need it. You don't need it. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. All right, get some armor. We're doing this solo. Yes, please. And this should take us about 10 minutes, I'm guessing. Maybe 12 because we're going to the airport. So approach vehicle, we're doing the long fin strategy. Obviously, the Kasaka's the fastest. But if you're doing like a war glitch to get gold and stuff, you can do it that way. Or what I was actually thinking of doing is doing the Kasaka and then leaving, jumping over the wall, grabbing a motorcycle, getting secondary loot at the main dock, and then leaving at the main dock. But I assume if you're watching this, maybe you're newer to the heist. Or maybe you just want to see if, you know, there's any easier ways to do it. So I want to make it as simple as possible and not make it so we could, you know, die. So anyway, main dock is where we're going to be going. Infiltration point, sorry, compound entries, the drainage. Escape point is going to be, we'll say the main dock, but it's going to be the bottom of the map. Time of day, daytime. And then always make sure you have suppressors. Always have suppressors on. Always. Unless you're trying to challenge yourself, always have suppressors on. All right, without further ado, let's just start this thing up. Hopefully the weather's nice and it's not raining, but I feel like everything's been going bad for me in this video so far. That doesn't usually go bad. Okay, no, it's sunny. We're good. We're good. Okay, so we're coming in to the main dock, so we're just going to do a hard left here as soon as we can. So if you didn't know, if you hold down the handbrake, you will turn much sharper in your boats, as you can see right here. But I'm probably still not going to turn sharp enough, so we're just going to ramp over this. Fly on the wings of love. Okay. Now we're just going to head straight over to the airstrip. Like I say, this is probably the most common, easiest way to do the heist. Just because it's easy, right? You could go to the North Dock and things like that and make it faster. I have tons of videos on my channel showing you guys that. But what we're going to do is hope that this thing doesn't get completely, utterly beached. It's not. Okay, there we go. So stay here. Don't move! It's definitely going to move. Okay, so like I was saying, I was going to go and get the outfit, but by the looks of it, there's just so many... Yeah, there's too many guards over there. I don't want to confuse... Yeah, like I say, if you're newer to this, I don't want to make it more confusing than this has to be. So we're just going to do it the normal way. We're just going to take him out. We'll grab our secondary loot from in here, and then we'll head on over and grab the rest of it. Actually, there was Coca-Cola in here, right? So let's grab the Coca-Cola. Yeah, we're not even going to go to the secondary loot location over there. We don't need to. We've got enough loot here to fill up our bag. There was no Coca-Cola over there anyway. I think it was just... What was it that we looked at earlier? I think it was grass and cash anyway. Alright, so we're going to put this right here. And then we're just going to jump up. We're going to grab the Coca-Cola first because it's the most valuable. And we want to make sure we fill our bag all the way up with all the Coca-Cola. And then we'll move on from there, which will most likely be grass. And then cash if needed. But we don't need it because we have 2 stacks of grass and a stack of Coca-Cola. So we'll grab that first. So here we go. Let's grab this. Please, thank you. You know, the Coca-Cola is only a little bit less valuable. Maybe 50k less valuable than gold. So if you have 2 stacks of Coca-Cola laying around, you're actually really lucky. All right, let's grab this. This is not going to fill up our bag, though. This will fill it, I think, 3/4 of the way. So we are going to have to go downstairs, open up the one down here as well, and grab just the rest of the grass. It won't be all of it, but it'll be enough just to fill up our bag. So let's continue. Let's jump up here. Up and over. Oh, that took off almost all our armor. All right, let's burn through here. Yeah, like I say, we've got some grass and we've got some cash. So this will be nice and easy. I'm hoping my boat hasn't despawned. My boat has only despawned once of me ever doing this heist. And I'm pretty sure it was on a video. I think it was one of the ones where you guys vote how I have to do the heist. But it's only happened once. So I'm hoping that it's still here and it hasn't despawned. If it has, we're just going to have to go and get a different boat or grab that outfit and just take the truck into the compound. But it shouldn't have. Like I say, it's only ever done it once before. In the hundreds of times I've done it, so I can't imagine it's going to have done it again. No, there we go. Perfect. And it hasn't even drifted away. We got it good. We got it in a good spot. All right, so like I say, this is probably the easiest. Just the route that I would say most people take. There is faster routes. I have tons of videos on my channel showing you faster routes. Like even going to the main dock, just grabbing an outfit and then going through the main gates really fast. But I would say this one's just easy. Because as you saw, we just killed one person and that is it. And all we're going to do at the compound when we get there is probably... I don't think... We actually, no, we won't take out anyone at the compound. We'll just go straight to the compound. We'll grab our primary loot. And then we'll get out of there. And we will take out one more person when we leave. So this entire heist... We're only going to take out 2 people. One right there at the beginning and one that's going to be right there at the end that you'll see. But that's it. We're not going mental in this one. We're just making sure we get our elite challenge. Make sure we get our primary loot. All right, let's jump off right here. And we 100% will get the elite challenge. We've been going really quick. If I was to guess, I would say we're probably going to do this in about 12 minutes, 12 and a half minutes, maybe even less. I don't know, to be completely honest. We may even do it in like 10, to be completely honest. All right, let's just get these things done. Obviously, this is why you need to make sure you have the cutting torch. If you're coming through this gate right here, you're going to need it to go through here. Because if you get here and it's like, wait, why isn't it working for me? Why can't I cut it? You probably didn't do the cutting torch setup mission. Just FYI. Okay, so for this part, if you're following along, just make sure you do it the same speed that I do it. You know what? Let's put our rebreather on there because we almost died. If you're following along, just do it the same speed I do it because obviously all the guards move around. They walk around. So if you do it slowly, they're probably going to be in a different location. We're not going to take out the jug. We're not going to take out any of the guards inside this compound. We're just going to run straight through, grab the primary loot, and then get out of here. It's literally going to be as simple as that. I promise you. I promise you. Okay. First things first. Actually, we're not killing anyone. We're just going to sprint. All right. So just follow the same way I do it and you'll be good to go. So you're just running straight up here, straight through here, run down this corridor, take a nice left right here, run over here. Then we're going to turn right here. And then we're going to wait at the bottom of this stairs until that guard up there turns. We should be right now. There we go. So he's turned. We're just going to follow him. Follow him up here. And then we're going to take a left. And we're going to take another left right here. And then we're going to go upstairs. And once we get to the top here, we're just going to wait. Because there's a guy you can see on the left that's about to walk down here. So we're just going to wait for him to come down these stairs. And then when he gets forward here, we're just going to walk straight behind him. He won't hear you. He won't see you. Just like this. There we go. And now what we need to do is grab our cash out of the safe, which is this right here. So you can get the golden gun. I don't think you get any more cash for it, though. Like, once you've got it the first time, you're good to go. But if you want the golden gun, it's in this drawer right here. I'm not going to grab it myself, but if you want it, go grab it. All right. Now we've got the hacks. So to do these hacks, you literally just go to the first one and then go to the first one again, and then 2. So it's 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's that easy. It is that easy. All right, let's speed this part up. All right, and just like that, we got all 3. If you're doing this in hard mode, you would get 4 of them right there. Hard mode isn't really any harder. You just get 4, and you get a little bit extra cash. In hard mode, always do it if you can do it, but it's, you know, to get hard mode, you need to, as soon as he calls you and says, hey, it's, you know, you want to do this again, you need to go there within 48 minutes. Otherwise, any time after that, it'll just be normal mode. Just FYI. So it takes about 2.5, 3 hours, I think, the cooldown. And then if you do it right away, as soon as the cooldown's finished, you'll get it in hard mode. And like I say, that'll just make it so you have a few extra of those fingerprint scanners. You won't have any lives, so if you die, you won't be able to respawn. But that's pretty much it. It's not really any harder, but you do get more money, so it's nice. All right, we got our primary. If I had a key, I would go out to the left here. But since I don't have a key, we're going to go back upstairs. And we're going to try and be fast because we want to get out. I don't know if we've got the elite challenge or not. But I need to run past this guy. And we want to get out of here before the jug. So let's not nudge him. Okay, so you see that jug is walking beneath me? I need to run. I need to sprint right now. Look on the right. You see that red guard? I need to run down here, jump on over, jump here before that jug turns. And you can see on the minimap, he just turned. So we did that in perfect timing. So I'm going to wait for him to turn again, just in case. I don't want him to see me when he turns. Let's see that his cone of vision right there. He would have seen me if I was up on the wall as that was happening. Okay, now we're just going to run down here and then trigger this door. And there we go. That's it. Even if these guards see you, once you've triggered the door, it doesn't matter. So we should get the elite challenge now since we didn't trigger the alarm before we got to the compound or during the compound. We didn't trigger the alarm. But like I say, we have one last person that we're going to take out just to, you know, just to make our lives a little bit easier here on the exit. One more person. And that is going to be this guy that's going to be right up here. Let's actually use the silenced weapon. Pop. And then we can take this. And that's basically it done. But if you didn't know, you take the motorcycle. And we're just going to go straight off the edge of the map. It is the fastest way to get out of Cayo Perico. Just make sure you don't hit any trees like I was about to do there and there. And there. I bloody hate driving the motorcycle through the bloody woods. Alright, then we're just going to ramp on up. We're going to try and go as far as we can into the water. And then see these 3 mines? Just swim over to these. And once you get there, let me put my rebreather on. Once you get here, you're just going to sit and wait. Literally like 10 seconds maybe. And that's it. You could swim over to the bones, the whale bones. But like I say, I've timed it and I feel like it's exactly the same amount of time. It just feels like it's faster because instead of waiting like I am right now, you're swimming. But there you go. It's done. All right. And that is the start to finish Cayo Perico Heist. Let's see if we got the elite challenge. What did I say? I said 12 minutes, 30 seconds, or it may have been sooner. It may have been sooner, you know. We could have done this in like 10 and a half minutes. I don't know. We did it pretty quick. We did the heist pretty quick. So let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Place your bets now, ladies and gentlemen. What is it going to be? Potential take 5, 5, 4, 7. Actual 1.27. 100% of the take, but we are going to get the Elite Challenge too, so that'll go up. 9 minutes 56. Okay, we did that a lot faster than I thought we would. What did I say? 12? All right, so we got the Elite Challenge. Nothing failed. Full loot bag. So let's see what our total is going to be. 1.3 million, ladies and gentlemen. And just like that, it is that easy. I hope this video helped you out. Like I say, some people did ask me to do it. A lot of people like to see the setups as well as the heist. So that's what we've gone ahead and done in this video. But I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. If you didn't see yesterday's video, go check it out. It was the top 10 most realistic vehicles in GTA Online. I'll leave a link to the end of this video. It was really cool. If you want to see an in-depth guide, like the ultimate guide for the Cayo Perico heist, I will also leave that linked. That video goes into detail of where all the disguise locations are, where all the grappling hooks are, where everything is. If you want to poison the guards, everything is in that video. That'll also be linked. It's probably up on screen right now, and it'll be in the description as well. But anyway, I hope you enjoy. If you did enjoy, hit that like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, turn on the notification button so you know when I upload more videos like this one. And as always, I will see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video. Goodbye!